Watched my kid gameplay? SFNL? Sorry. Your solo win rate, PR, damage, whatever below solos, dot dot dot. I'm not a CV main. I honestly think spending time in all classes will help improve CV gameplay. Literally never dived in a CV because I don't believe in griefing my teammates. That's an awkward statement. Have you thought about how to improve skills in other classes? Sure. Watched your kid gameplay and you seemed very frustrated. Which kid game? Because I've played a lot. There was one where I was farming, there's one where I was doing the Leroy Jenkins thing. So if you were seeing that, then Leroy Jenkins thing was interesting. Also, one of the things I posted, which I think had like 5 kills or whatever, I don't know if that's what you're talking about. There were some 07 members in chat that were making chat interesting, as is wont to happen. You versus Asashio. Me versus an Asashio. I'm sorry, that doesn't ring a bell. Do I have a captain build for the midway available? Not on hand. SFNL. You'll have to give me a second, because I'm not going to be able to hold a conversation like this at this moment. Under is defensive, Gearing's not. But if you're offering me destroyer lessons, I wouldn't turn you down. One. Same CV for the 5th time? Well, I mean, when you're the only 1 or 2, 3 CVs in queue, you're gonna get each other a lot. So that's just gonna happen. Stay and keep working on this stuff. What, the Venezia? Venezia? I guess so. We have literally 2 AFKs? Jesus. Okay. That's pretty astounding. He overpenned the Venezia, so... God bless RNG. I would like a fire. We lose a plane coming in on this. Ooh, we work on the Puerto Rico. This is just silly. Think you were an okay CV because you play all classes well? Well, to an extent, that's going to be part of it. We have 2 AFKs, so I don't know if this is... I don't know if this is a game that's going to matter very much.
Torpedoes to port.
To be fair, that's going to be a part of it because you're going to know what classes are thinking, you're going to know where classes are moving, know what threat classes present, know which fights your team is going to need assistance with, this DD dunks that DD, that sort of shit. Also, the fact that you're extremely familiar with the game just because you are, I mean, yeah, CV play involves flying around and clicking on stuff, but there's a lot of game knowledge that matters. So I could certainly see how that would transition. This pushes him back out. We might actually catch the fighter here? No. It's too bad. Nice. So, to an extent, I mean, that is something to factor in. It's just the fact, like, you know what armor values the enemy ships have, you know what they can do, you know where they're gonna be, you know all that shit. You factor all that in. I have a lot of that information, but... Ah, Jesus. Alright. I have a lot of that information. One of the biggest issues with me is if I'm gonna do something, I tend to dedicate toward it. So I think what is it? The little NAPR stat, whatever the fuck it is, says I have like 5,000 or 6,000 carrier battles, but I think I have about 8 or 9. The old ranked seasons were actually like 1,500. Clan battles are probably several hundred. Well, I'm certain actually that there's several hundred. This is a bad shot. Yeah. And also, when I started, like, I literally came in cold. I mean, especially on the US stuff, I played hundreds of games. Multiple hundreds of games learning how to play on the US stuff. That was the first line that I did. Because I'm an American, you know, America. So some of what I have lingers from that. In terms of stats. But the other thing is, I deliberately don't go for PR. It's not interesting to me. As far as win rate, I'm not the best CV in the world. I don't say I am. I have no qualms about it. One of the things in TNG is when we were on our team or whatever, was we looked at it as we may not be the best players in the world, but we'll learn our role. And as long as we've got a strategy and a role that we can work with, then that's going to be enough that we can make shit happen. We can play the game. So, I mean, like, it was known going in, you know? It wasn't about... It's kind of like, have you ever seen Moneyball? I mean, that was really the approach that we used. We weren't playing to be the best people ever. We were playing to be the 60 to 70% win rate to get where we needed to be in the ladder. The merger with KSC, I think, worked out pretty well, because KSC had some excellent players. More people to bounce strategies and concepts and shit off of, which was nice. Cable is a better CV than me, so Cable got swapped into the main team. It works on the off team, but I tend to need priority structures. I need to know how I'm manipulating things, what our strategy is, what we're doing. And the team that I was kind of moved to was much more freewheeling, much more open-ended. I don't know where the hell the Shimakaze is.
What's rotten luck?
Oh, Shima's over here. Well, that would be why. Although maybe it's the gearing. Could be the gearing.
It's a go.
He might have long dropped for the Montana or for me. It'd be kind of hilarious. Whatever. They get dunked by a battleship. I mean, is this game actually something that we can win? Because if it is, that's pretty hilarious. We are detected. There's destroyers somewhere. Well, there's the gearing. Wonder if we go dark now. But, sorry, to continue the point, one of the reasons why I haven't played the ever-living fuck out of cruisers is because to get good at something, you have to spend thousands of hours getting good at it. The reason I haven't played thousands upon thousands of hours of battleships, again, it's like, I'm still busy learning CVs. I'm not the best CV. I'm not necessarily trying to be, I just want to be really good. Which I think I've achieved, but there's always room to grow. So it's kind of like, the way that I look at it is, if you're a pitcher on a baseball team, I mean, your goal is to learn how to pitch well. Now you're gonna go to batting practice, you're gonna learn some other shit, be part of the team meetings and whatnot, but yeah, it's a bad drop. Say it's a bad drop. That's cool. Can I not reverse because the Conqueror's there? Maybe. He might go down before we die. Oh, but this dude will kill us. Or do we get a get down Mr. President moment? I think we do. That's hilarious. Nope, dead. What's this Shima? Marceau runs down the Shima and escort the Conqueror to Charlie. I have 4 fighters here? Guess we just escort that in, really. It's got way too much health. As long as he doesn't eat the Shima torpedoes, that'll be okay. Conqueror outtrades the Repub as long as he doesn't get just, like, dunked. I suppose we could actually just kill the Repub. Yeah, he recalls, planes are coming out, they probably fighter the Repub. Which is a problem. Yeah, we don't have to do that. That's okay. But we did scare him into... Aw, that's too bad. Got latched right at the edge there. Well, Conqueror shells should do the thing? Maybe. Holland steps on the cap. How the fuck? Oh, okay, well, he wasn't dead. I knew he was AFK most of the game. He just goes behind the island. How hilarious is that? I mean, he could just shoot the Hikaru. Well, he's gonna clear the island. Now he's turning to dodge shells. Marceau's still catching up. This cap is secured because the CV's busy with the present threat, which is the Holland. Repub is about to take a shot and clock this motherfucker. Incoming, oof. Could have been worse. And now he's pincered between this guy who will finish him off, and then it's a Holland versus a Hikaru. This dude's fucked. Navardi? I don't know how to say the name, but they do know what they're doing, or should know what they're doing. Okay. SFNL, you still here? He's dead. Well, that's a lot aside, though. It's a little greedy, but I guess it worked okay. Maybe he is not. No, says he's still here. Okay, well, I will try to answer the question in chat. So if we go back, your solo win rate, PR, and damage, well, PR is damage, are below SFNL's solo win rate, damage, etc. in Midway. And I'm not a CV main. I honestly think spending time in all classes will help improve CV gameplay. I have literally never dived in a CV because I don't believe in griefing my teammates, which I think is a really awkward, kind of stupid statement. Oh, my apologies. It's ignorant. Have you thought about how to improve skills in other classes? I've watched your kid gameplay and you seemed very frustrated, but that's not how many DD mains would play it. Just wondering your thoughts. You versus an Asashio. I'll be honest, I don't remember the Asashio game. Like, I don't. I played a lot of kid games because there was the Get Leroy Jenkins thing, so I think I played 2 to 4 hours of kid-ish, maybe, I think? I don't know. And then more recently I played a kid game by request. I think it was yesterday, where I was really tired. Somebody was thinking about buying the kid, and they're like, hey, could you play the kid? Sure. So I played the kid. You seemed very triggered, but a DD main would never chase an Asashio. Oh, that game. Yeah, okay. That one, sure. Where, there was a destroyer that was derping around an island or some fucking whatever, and he had RPF and I didn't, so he played Ring Around the Rosie and shit. So he kept him tied up. I kept the Asashio busy, as opposed to letting the Asashio take the flank and throw torps at battleships and shit. That's what it was. No, the reason it was annoying to me was, first off, the Ring Around the Rosie thing. Second off, the, what was it? Thank you very much for the Prime, Nana Hopper. Second off, it was because one of the things that I like about CVs is that CVs break the game mechanics to a limited extent. They break the mechanics where they go. So if a CV goes over to one flank, it can spot something. If a CV goes over to another flank, it can spot something, but it can't go to both. It's in one place at a time. Now you can leave a fighter and the fighter will last for a duration. But me having to deal with, I didn't bring a talent, he did bring a talent, great. I could have ignored him, but I wouldn't have been able to achieve anything on my own outside of, I don't know, farming a battleship or something for a while, which is cute, I guess. 20 to 30k damage, whatever. I didn't see how me farming something was the way to the future, so I wasn't interested in farming something. I need to see what path I'm doing as a way forward, and for me, ignoring the Asashio was not a way forward. Because if the Asashio just gets to derp around on the 2 line and then starts throwing off torps and torps and torps into our battleships, which were pulled back or whatever, well, theoretically, if he knocks out 2 battleships for free, it's like, I'm not going to kill 2 battleships. If he does, then theoretically, I should have just been crowd controlling it. It would have been the better play. So that's what I did. So derping around the fucking island for a while, you know, whatever. Also, I mean, I knew I could kill him, so that would also be fun. I think he had a friend, he had a Yoshino or something there, so that was weird. But there are times when it's like, if you have a radar, oh, it's so nice, because you have a radar, and the radar can do things, but it's random battles, you don't have control over that. If somebody has a radar and they don't use it, it's random battle, you don't have control over that. If you have a CV and the CV doesn't spot, it's random battle. You don't have control over that. Like, I get this, but it's just so obnoxious, or it's so annoying to see something where X is causing so much pressure. And on the one hand, you can say, well, it's really cool that that player is doing this thing or that thing causing so much pressure. Props to him, you know, compliment. Like, I've complimented the CV I've gone against multiple times because he caused a lot of pressure. In the previous games more so. In the current games, I don't know, I guess I tried to see if I could counter what he was doing with fighters, but by doing that I just wasn't going out causing pressure. He was causing pressure, I was not. And if I had the 2-minute fighters, maybe it would have been different, because I could have dropped a fighter that would last 2 minutes and then go out and cause pressure, but that just wasn't the case. So I was crippling myself. He responded much differently when I was playing pressure CV. Then he felt the need to go after ships as opposed to sniping the carrier, which is funny because he would spend the time sniping a carrier when the carrier's not doing anything, when he will not when the carrier is doing things. So that's kind of an interesting play pattern. But as far as learning battleships, cruisers, whatever, so let me do this. Just, I don't know, I feel like talking a little because I've been doing ranked for like 6 hours, so this is a little whatever for me. So we can go solo. for the funds. Solo win rate 63, says 5k games, cool. In terms of aircraft carrier, we're running 2440 for PR. I don't do PR, so it is what it is. If it's 2440, fuck yeah. If it's less, don't know, don't care. This is what I do care about. So solo win rate, I guess, for the carriers is 67%, which I think is pretty cool. It's actually kind of surprising. I didn't realize it was that high. But when it comes to games played, I guess in randoms, it's 3,400. But at the same time, I think in ranked, like old ranked, because they got rid of that, it's not something you see anymore. We played hundreds of battles. Because there were multiple ranked seasons. Old ranked, yeah, so 60%, not that great. 742, that was across all of them. All right, well, so there's some more. Clan battles, I don't know, I don't have those statistics, but whatever this is, PR 2440, woot. So I think you mentioned something about the midway, so you can look at, I guess, whatever the fuck the midway is. So the midway was my very first tier 10. God, I only have 600. Feels like it should be more. Oh, well, it would be more because of ranked games. Because I played a few hundred ranked games. It said like 740 or something. A lot of that was on the midway. Average damage 109. I don't give a shit. How do I know I don't give a shit? Because when I had to do this stupid fucking thing, where is this? No, emblem, that. When I had to do this get whatever, I think it was 125 at the time, and I was like 106. Okay, so I spent a week, and I ground that shit out. And like, I ignored DDs, I went for pressure plays, I went for fires, refires, I went for all this shit. I ground it out. And that week, I hated this game. I didn't enjoy it. It made me angry. I kept seeing all the stuff that I feel like I should be doing this, but I'm gonna go get some damage. I should be doing that, but I'm gonna go get some damage. And it wasn't fun. It sucked. I don't play carriers for that. I'm not interested in it. You know, I've had a 315,000 damage in a midway game. I was looking for damage on that, but there was a stipulation. I was with TNG in order to get like a record or something, an inter-clan record. It had to be damage on a win. So there was a stipulation there. You couldn't just farm damage on a loss. It had to be damage on a win. And we did like 315 on a midway, which is cool. But at that time, I'd played carriers for like, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe? When I did this, I'd played them for probably 4 months. I don't know. I got a midway probably within like a month and a half of playing the game. But if we go back, or actually, shit, if we just look at this, I guess, this would tell us, right? If you look at how many games I have, fuck. You have, come on, please, dude. Please game. Please game. Here we go, a lot. We have 5,500 random battles in a carrier. 1,028 in, what is this, a cruiser? Ugh. 960 in a DD, and very few in a battleship. Why don't I play many battleships? Because you could take the battleship within 10 kilometers of something, and everybody's shooting you. This is not necessarily strategically correct. In order for me to use the battleship, I need to hit. But I need to hit from like 16 to 22 kilometers. And I fucking hate floaty shells. Well, battleships for the most part have floaty shells, because otherwise, if they're just really easy to hit, then people get bitch slapped left, right, and center. So I don't do that because I don't enjoy the floaty shell part. But I ground out the Montana for a while. We did okay at the Montana. Ground out the GK line. I like the shell velocity of them, although God knows they're terribly inaccurate. The Italian battleship, same thing. I like the shell velocity, but they're incredibly inaccurate. So it's like, I don't want to play something that I don't enjoy playing. It's just not fun. Cruisers. You have close-in cruisers that are consumable cruisers, where you might be in a position you don't do a lot of damage. I enjoy those. The Alaska, for instance. I enjoy putting myself in a situation where I'm causing influence. I may not shoot anything, or shoot much. I'm sure the best players combine both. But for me, I didn't care. I'm doing the thing. If I get the damage, I do whatever. I'm looking for map ownership is what my goal was. Translated well. I think I've got a fairly decent win rate on the Alaska. I don't know what it is. I don't care. But in terms of cruisers, there's a lot of them where it's like, well, a cruiser brings damage, which means you're off somewhere, kiting, dodging shit, firing from so far away that it's hard to hit because they're firing from so far away that it's hard to hit you. So, props to the people that are going to aim that shit and land that shit at 18 to 23 clicks. I just don't fucking care. It's just not fun. Destroyer I've enjoyed. Destroyer is often closer. You're picking your choices. It's still very influential. You can help teammates. You might do damage. You might not do damage. Don't much give a shit. It's really just about what can I do to assist and help with the win. I've enjoyed Destroyers a lot. I've gotten them up to tier 10. It's been a fun experience. I think I've learned a lot. But I'll be honest, I don't even know what the hell this says in terms of Destroyers, but DD's solo win rate, 59%. Could it be better? Sure. Am I happy with it? Yeah. This was what? Solo, right? Yeah, this is solo. So solo in a Ryujo, 8 kills. Solo in a Z, 6. 5, 6. Hit over 200s for these. I don't know. Like, it's just... I don't know. Could it be better? Sure. Do I care? I don't know. GK is a damage pinata. I really enjoy the FDR. So, or not the FDR, the FDG. A lot of people if they like the tier 10, they don't like the tier 9, but I really enjoyed the tier 9. So, I played the GK like once. But that's really the issue is I don't like the long shell interactions. That's the biggest thing that stops me from playing cruisers and battleships. Would it be great to learn it? Yeah, but it's obnoxious. So it's a problem for me. Like, it's not interesting. Granted, you know, they're nerfing rockets. So rockets are going to be less accurate. So that'll definitely be a thing, right? But 5-second lead time I can handle. I can handle it in a destroyer, I can handle it in a cruiser, that's all fine and shit. But when it gets out to the 11 seconds, the 15, the 20, the 25, oh Jesus fuck. It's just awful. You think the implement is worth it? Sure. It's a different way to play. And in that case, it's nice. It's nice that it's a different way to play. I mean, honestly, you put how many thousands of hours into the game. If the game is suddenly a little different and it's interesting again, well, that's really the point of it all. So, it is nice. Sorry, my talking drove away like 25 people. My apologies. It was a question that seemed to be directed in good faith. I guess SFNL left. So, I don't know. It said he was still here. Maybe he just got bored. No, he's still in chat. So, I don't know. What do you feel about the rocket plane rework that was mentioned in the Waterline episode? I did a like preview, you know, community contributor video thing about it on YouTube. If you wanted to check it out. But what it really boils down to is in the Hikaru, your torpedoes take basically 5 seconds to arm. So you aim 5 seconds ahead of a DD to try to torp him, right? DD can turn, in which case the torps miss. Well, you're aiming 5 seconds ahead of a DD with rocket planes now. Instead of 1 second, you're aiming 5 seconds ahead. So it's a significant difference. But I mean, you can still hit torps on cruisers. You can still hit torps on battleships. So it's okay. You know, the world will keep on spinning. It'll be all right. What the fuck are you doing here? This plane's turned so slowly now. They used to be able to cut sharp turns, and then they took that away. Very sad. Ooh, got lucky with that. And there's another Shimikaze. Is this the same ranked? This feels like we suddenly got an entirely different queue. I suppose we did. Can you tell your aircraft carrier to attack another ship that is young range? That is in range? The secondaries you can tell. You can click on somebody while you're on the hull. You know, when your vision is on the hull, just like a surface ship, you can click on somebody and tell the secondaries to focus this person or that person. But you can't do it while you're in the plane vision mode. One. He beaches? What is this? Where did the other one go? Because the other one was like, I don't know, seemed normal, and then suddenly there was this, and everything was different. 5 seconds for a DD to dodge is eternity. Well, that is correct. Now, the visual indication for the destroyer shows up about 1.5 to 2 seconds prior. Miss. Shows up 1 to 2 seconds prior to the actual shot. So the destroyer doesn't have 5 seconds of notification, but you have to lead the destroyer by 5 seconds. So the easiest way to mentally think about it is you're leading a destroyer with a torp reticle. Only instead of a torp reticle, it's rockets. So that's it. You lead that much. Now that's a lot, and you might think, well, son of a bitch, this is terrible. A lot of people are pretty upset about it, but I mean, when I'm attacking destroyers here and I have to lead them by about 1 second, that's pretty damn accurate. That's remarkably accurate, which evidently, you know, it's a problem. It results in stuff that's not working out. So Holland is mid. Oh god, those get murked. Fuck this stupid bullshit where it's just like spawns in wherever the hell it wants to spawn. Is he also going to beach? No, he turns out from being beached. Too high? It kind of worked. Summers does whatever summer stuff. Holland's coming over here, which means the Yamato is not being covered. So you can bomb the Yamato. We got lucky with that shot. That makes the Midway the best DD killer of the researchable ships. Sometimes you get really lucky with audacious drop bombs, carpet bombs, so maybe. But yes, in general. Carriers are just, their destroyer interactions are for the most part being removed. They're being, you still have rocket planes, they still exist, but your ability to affect destroyers really comes down to your teammates. So you can spot the destroyer, you can let your teammates know where the destroyer is, and hopefully they make good choices and plans to go over and do something about it. But it's going to be on them. It's not going to be on you running around solo stomping destroyers. Audacious used to be the best DD hunter when its rockets were pre-nerfed, yeah. Yeah, so this is pretty done. Although, because we weren't watching the Shima, our Shiki just lost probably half his health, so I was playing with the Yamato when I should have been watching for that. He is there. So these guys will probably take him out. Or... oh, Kaba. Kaba lit me. Salem kills the Kaba, right? It's a Salem. Maybe not if the Midway gets the dunk. Whatever. We'll torp the Yamato. Summers will kill the Shima. It's too close to fuck it up, so it's all good. Whenever you have to attack a DD with Torps, you fire and pray. Then when they actually hit, you feel like you were blessed or the DD pilot was just a noob. I mean, yeah, to an extent. Yeah. We'll bow into the dude. You had your shot, sir. Salem is not finishing him off. At some point. They ended up trading? Really? Okay. Should eat 6. It's probably about 15k. Midway doesn't... I mean, he can try to kill me. He goes down super soon. We're angled, so we probably don't get dunked like we did before. And he goes down. My planes still hit for about 16. Something like that. So go down to what, 22? Ooh.
Critical footing.
26. No, 16. We were at 35? It was 16. I think. Whatever. Minute 20. $38. So 19. Why don't we torp that midway and find out? Remember one Kaga match where you dropped torps on an enemy destroyer on the way to hit a battleship? Decided to taunt you in all chat about using torps on DDs. So you went back and you killed him with torps. Wah wah. He's 6A.
Problem solved, sir.
Ooh, that latches. No. It's close. Bombing me is not going to get the kill. It's 20 seconds. I don't even know if I get to make the drop. Not enough time. Shouldn't have re-angled. This should have just dropped. Nope. Doesn't matter. We done. Do aircraft carriers have fighters to take out enemy planes? They have fighter consumables. So fighter consumables, you drop it and they protect an area. If the enemy planes enter the area, there's an amount of time before the fighters will latch and attack and do other stuff. This video, because I have a lot of lesson videos up on my YouTube, that video that I just linked in chat is actually an in-depth description of what fighters are. So that'll give you information about that.
Action stations.
Did I play some MVR? Have you just shown up, Pork Dumpling? Because I was playing MVR for probably about 4 hours. Immelmid I'm not very interested in playing right now. think I played an Immelman game first, and I had a really unpleasant experience with it. Those latch. It drives him off. Summer Shimikaze. Yeah, so just latched. Takes a while to come down, enter patrol state. Enhanced reactions automatically latches. Don't want to deal with siege mechanics? It's just, there are situations where you don't have the attack lines to be able to attack. You just don't. And it's frustrating when you don't have the ability to attack something when you need to attack it. Same thing with the FDR, you know? Sometimes you need to attack a destroyer and you can't, because you're in an FDR. We did get a fire. 1804.
Get back.
Brit CV is the best DD Hunter killer? No, I'm sorry, that's not true. It used to be, but it's not. The rocket reticles got changed. And because of that, its ability to interact with destroyers just is not what it used to be at all. Which is sad, but it's just true. That happened about 8 or 9 months ago, that the reticle change happened. Could work on this, I think. DDs are wide.
By thunder.
DD's over here. The fuck is in there? Must be a Petro? Because whatever it is, it has defensive fire. Yeah, it's the Petro and smoke. Shima probably gets murdered by the Moskva, unless he eats all sorts of torps and just dies for free. No. So he can't pull up too far because he'll get wrecked by the Petro. So what rockets are the best DD killers in your opinion? Currently the Shikaku inherited the old Lexington reticle, and the Shikaku has the maneuverability to be able to catch broadsides and rip shit apart. So... Dude, what the fuck is this? Bruh, there's people over there. There's bad guys over there. This is just like cartoonish weird. Like we were playing the game and the game made sense, and then all of a sudden it got like really awkward. Shikaku and Enterprise are the two best anti-destroyer rockets at the moment because of how small the reticle is and the how extremely maneuverable the planes are. You still drop about 15,000 on a destroyer that is dumb enough to lay broadside to the British rockets. You're talking tier 10. Well, I would like to see you do that and take a video of it, because I don't believe you. No offense. 15,000 was the highest that I ever achieved. No, 12.5 was the highest that I ever achieved. And that was before the rocket reticle change. Now, if you mean 15,000 over multiple strikes, multiple attacks, that I'm willing to believe. But over a single attack? No. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. But I'm interested in seeing you prove me wrong. How long on this fighter? 20 seconds? Be fine. Hey, Malarkey. Maybe the guy detonated? That's possible. Could have been a detonation. Probably 20 seconds on this. Problem is it's a Moskva and a fucking Kurfürst. The fact that it's both is just obnoxious. Oh, he eats torps. Eats 2. Well, that'll finish that off. No, we can't go in on the Moskva. This is all dumpstered. Fuck yeah. This is just ass. Off to the training room. Cool. How do we deal with those? Answer is probably what we don't.
All stations, request fire support.
Okay, Moskva's dead.
Our team has taken the lead.
Double DD is still a fucking problem.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
We can help with this dude. God. I don't know, actually.
By thunder.
It's a lot of torps. Might get clocked. We should be moving forward. Although the Petra will shoot us, so that'll suck. I don't know where the Summers is.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Need to work on the Petro. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck this guy is, so... Okay, let's do this the old-fashioned way. So, you're not detected. That would indicate over here, probably, but... When are we detected? When are we detected? Not detected.
White delivered sweep.
Not detected. South? Not detected. Not detected? The fuck? Oh my god. Whatever. Done with this shit. The amount of give a shit has gone down. Probably just get murdered by the Summers from there. Shimikaze probably gets murdered by the Petro. Still not detected. I don't know where the fuck this dude is. It's gotta be down here somewhere. Now I'm detected. Oh, okay. No, he went up there for some reason. I don't know what that reason was, but I think it's interesting that it happened. Alright, so I think we have to strike the Shiki. You're gonna reset all the lines and just start the game over since some lines you haven't played in years? I believe that's called making an alt account. You can do that for free. Some people do that so they can make their win rates look better and stuff. Petro goes down. Hawk is low. So I should probably start chasing the Hawk now that the Petro's gone. Never mind, Hakuryu's dead.
Our victory is in sight.
1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6, 7. Yeah, so. Probably eat this. Nope, we live. So that's roughly how far you're gonna lead the rockets in the future. Is there a patch tomorrow? I don't know. Too many games to move it around and win. That's fine. Sad that you have to go back to randoms after tonight. Yeah, randoms, I actually do like the, I do actually like... Ooh, that latches. Maybe. I think that latches. I do actually like ranked play more than randoms. Just more concise. Yeah. Nakadaka shredded a bunch of planes. I suppose I should try to chase the summers or whatever, but I think working on this is fine. Oh good. If he's shooting us instead of these dudes, that's even great. That's good. I mean, we're bow in, he's not gonna kill us, so it's a waste of time. Fighter is down. Shiki's AA does not suck, so we don't get multiple strikes. You know what kind of counter CVs have for submarines? Not at this time. They may not have any. Other than the fact that they could spot a submarine on the surface, I guess. But at this time, I think if it's on the surface, you can shoot it with rockets or bombs or torpedoes or whatever. And the way that they've altered subs is that subs have to spend... They can only spend X amount of time underwater. And then once they're done, they're done. Then they're on the surface for the rest of the thing. They just become an open water DD. So in that case, they'll be dealt with accordingly, I guess. What do I take for upgrade 6 on the MVR? Additional speed. Because the Germans rely so heavily on their speed, you know, I doubled down on it. We did the speed. Good casting with Mini on Sunday. Enjoyed Tactical Viewpoint. Well, thank you very much, Jarrett. I did actually consider Bogsy is going to be Bogsy's going to be casting on the main channel, with the World of Warships, you know, channel, the official one. He's not going to be casting in the middle of the game. He's going to be doing kind of color the commentary, post game analysis sort of stuff. So I won't have a co-caster. So I thought, well, I'll probably just take the, you know, enjoy the weekend.
General quarter.
So I most likely will not be casting the internationals or whatever. Probably just be watching. I thought about asking Minnie and Prodigy because I enjoyed casting with them, but I think they probably got their stuff down. They don't need me. Mostly I was just really lucky that they said, yeah, sure, you can jump in, because like solo casting sucks. Newbie will co-cast. It's too late to just kind of jump in like that. That's not something you can do. You actually have to sign up, get permissions, all that sort of shit. So Minnie is taking the weekend off? Ah, okay. Well, I'm sure Bogsy and, you know, Bogsy and co will do fine. So now I have to say, I am kind of curious. I wonder what it would be like if I did the, you know, World of Warships casty thing. Maybe I should send in an audition tape to Wargaming, see what they think. Mostly a joke, besides you can't? Ah, okay. What is this? Richthofen? He harasses the Petro or something, but it's fine. I don't know if those are enhanced fighters. They effed off. Nice. Summers are well, Summers is here. I don't know where the Småland is. That's gonna hurt. Or not. RNG, be praised. Whatever. There's the Smolensk. So they just didn't send like anything over to sea. It's pretty fucking crazy. This is a waste of resources. I shouldn't be doing this. So I'm actually just gonna bail. Okay, 3-3 split. They've hard committed over to the contested cap. We have to help with the contested cap. Hopefully they push here. We'll see what we can do on this side. Hey, Master Chief. What's up? My apologies to the folks in chat if I am slow to respond. I do take ranked pretty seriously, so I can be kind of out of it. So our Graz is going to get dunked. Smolensk doesn't know I'm here. Now he does. So he heard AA noises. Well, Graz is dead. Alright, well, Des Moines sat there and took it. That's kind of cool. Oh, fuck. Restuffing rockets for the Salem. That's poor play. Shouldn't be striking the Kremlin. He should go for the Salem. Can we get resets on the Smolensk? We need to get resets on the Smolensk. It's the Summers. This is super. Oh, that might really wreck his day. What? What?
Get back.
No. No.
Get back.
Buddy. Oh, God, he's dead. Des Moines is just gonna rip him in half. Buddy, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Sure. The good news is we probably take this. The bad news is right now we're behind pretty significantly. We got some decent damage into the Des Moines. Both their battleships are over there. The Smolensk is dead? Okay. I don't know why that happened, but I'm excited that it did. I guess I just have to work on the Des Moines. Kieran, get in the cab. Flooded the Kremlin. Well, whatever. It's a Kremlin. He just puts that out. I don't even care that he was in front of the Kremlin. The problem was the Des Moines. Like, I mean, obviously, yeah, face taking a Kremlin was pretty dumb too. But, like, the angle he was showing the Des Moines was death, even if he was facing a Bismarck that couldn't overmatch him. Like, it was just bad. 10K. Use the island to block AA.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Briefly. Oh, buddy. He's gonna get oofed. He's dead. Cool. Don't have to waste time on that. So, to be fair, it would be a waste to fly all the way over here, so we're just going to take rocket planes. Enemy CV is going to start working on the Thunderer, who is a GGWP guy, so he should have an idea of what he's doing. Which is nice. Summers is there-ish. Summers doesn't hurt. Don't know where the Des Moines is. Summers smokes. Now I know where the Des Moines is. Des Moines is sandwiched between these two guys, so I think I just work on the Kremlin. Summers AA is terrible, so I don't have to worry about that shit at all. We drop. So we don't get multiple shots there. Kremlin puts out the fire. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't. This guy is kind of stuck. Let's do that. Let's turn around. We can at least bow into this stuff. Summers is a problem. I think we have to stick on top of the Summers. No, he's firing from smoke. He's still dark. I mean, Thunder is what the CV is going to be after. Well, okay, he's dead. Unfortunate. Let's try to save the boost here. We did some damage. Kremlin has a history of just getting its AA straight up dunked. Let me work on the Summers. The smoke should go down soon. I think. Des Moines, I can't strike because he's in a fighter. Does this go down soon or not? Yes, it does. Kremlin is not dead yet. Not dead yet. Just a little buddy. That might hurt. Every time I say that, dude, it never fucking matters. Kremlin hopefully isn't dead. Not dead yet. Des Moines got stopped, gearing super wide. We'll try and angle to the Summers, because whatever this turn is needs to go the hell away. Whatever. God, I want these things to turn. These planes used to turn. They used to be maneuverable. $60,000? Probably just torped us there, actually. Come on. Come on. Ten out of 10, I killed a whale.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yeah, so he did torp us. Please, God. This is fucking miserable. But it's more miserable for the DD. Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, maybe that's what I do. I don't know. Did he burn out? Thank God. Go away. Bomb this. Carrying back caps? Maybe. Minute 6.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yeah, carry's
Torpedoes to
okay.
starboard. Critical footing.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Sorry, dude. Brit CVs would have Okay. So let me see if I can find this. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can find this. Is there a way to change? I don't know if I can find it. Sad times. No. No. Right. Well, I don't have the picture that I'm looking for, but here. This is a... Did you get the picture, by the way, of the 15,000 damage onto a DD? So, these are audacious rockets. Look up in the post, you're busy. Oh, okay. So, these are audacious rockets. The reticle got altered. They reduced the number of rockets in the salvo by a little. Used to be a few more. I think it was 16 per. Now it's 12 per. But all rockets got changed to a broadside only formula. Audacious rockets used to be more of kind of like a forward backward oval, so you could kind of off center, off strike to get a good hit. Now there's a few ways to use these planes. British rocket planes, you can start and hard cut to the side to try to get a strike. That's something you can do in every nation except for the US line, although the Enterprise can still do it. The Enterprise is legacy code, so you can swerve during the warm-up phase. Take a shot. 6. So we'll swing on this dude. Try to keep him lit. Start the attack. So it's about 2.6 kilometer shot. 9.5. Let me go for this. Let me try and actually zone in the reticle fully. Because it could just be a de-aiming. It's working out. 10. Did they alter these recently? If so, I am surprised and kind of excited to hear this. Did they change these? Well, this one's already damaged. So it'd be a saturation penalty. Hard cut. Or aim. So we certainly had an outlier with the 10. We'll try just a standard run. Dialed in. 6. One more. The problem is, making a tighter reticle does not always make for a better shot, which sounds really stupid, but it's actually true. The way that the accuracy is handled with CV reticles is often that the accurate part is on the outside with a dispersion formula that pushes it inside. So having an overly unaimed reticle can actually force more of the outer rockets in toward the center. You basically under-aim. But it's not reliable. Not reliable enough for people to just like do it over and over again. Go for this. Or wait, no, we can do that. So like we could keep this de-aimed to about here, see if that does it. No. So if it's forcibly de-aimed, it doesn't work. If you can pull it and stop it from aiming, I think it's a little different. But just take one more shot. Do. Yeah, 5, 6. We got one that looked pretty sexy, but a whole bunch of 5s and 6. Used to be an average of about 7 to 9 with 12k outliers. It was like, woot. It's much nicer. But sadly, it is no more. We changed this. Okay with this? We'll give it a try. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, Lego. Well, one other thing you have to remember, Video Cruiser, is that if you do it in a training room, the ships are not moving. When you're doing it against players that are juggling detection, moving, maneuvering, you know, you don't get the perfect reticles you want all the time. If they're busy, you know, they're in a gunfight, they're not paying attention, maybe you get the reticle you want. But maybe not. Oh, we're back against the dude that knows what he's doing. Sad times. Small Venezia. Probably goes super wide. Maybe not. If we can rip some out of the small, that's actually going to be pretty cool. I don't know if he goes over here, though. We do have radar, which is nice. Dueling smalls, okay. Venezia's going to want to go wide, but might go over 10 line. Small probably wants to go here. Fuck. That's better. That's better. First one, there's flak that popped, and it's like got in front of the reticle, and it's like shit. Can't see. It went high. Wing over here, Montana over here. Could do this bullshit where he flies all the way to the edge of the map. Done it before, he'll do it again. Tried.
Problem solved, sir. The ship is on fire.
Small's over there, we work the Thunderer.
Fighter airborne.
Whatever the fuck that was. What kind of crazy ass bullshit was that? Really? Wow, that's pretty cool. As he is super wide or whatever. To be honest, I'm not really sure what to do now. Small's in smoke for now. Probably drop another fighter for the Des Moines. Y'all okay? It's not going to be a good line. Worked out. Got one.
Fighter airborne.
Maybe this. Got one. I think we have to take rockets for the small, but the Holland's gonna be there, which will suck. Rockets for the small.
Fighter airborne.
Might have to shoot more of an angle. Maybe not.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Good. Des Moines versus Holland. Might go well. Really cool if it does. Good hits. Yeah. Alright. Bombs for the Thunder and a fighter for our dude. Doesn't matter. 20 seconds. Bombs for the Thunder. Shimikaze's a problem.
Fighter airborne.
Fuck. Have to give the Montana some love. Might bait off the planes. Probably does. Yeah, that's where the interceptor comes in. It's important.
Fighter airborne.
Yamato's gonna get hurt really bad. Venezia? Well, now we know the Shima is back here. So that's cool. Shima is out of smoke. Also good to know. But where is he? There he is.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Please get the dunk. No! Buddy. That was the shot you needed to land, sir. Those were not the shot that you needed to take. Come on, dude.
The enemy is about to win.
God damn it, Montana. Are you fucking serious with this bullshit?
Attention, reporting the target position.
Thank God. Let's try to work on this. Or our Captain Dude Man is dead. That's so fucking cool. Kuryu is dead though. Which is problematic. And so is that. He's dead. He's too good to fuck it up. At least he's taken a lot of time, which is cool, I guess, but still dead. All this time wasted. Miss, 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 miss. Serious with this, dude. Venezia probably doesn't back cap, at least not soon. Might get bitch slapped by the Venezia? Venezia, sorry. Something like that. 20 seconds. He dropped his fighter's down.
Fighter returning to ship.
God damn it. Somehow the Venezia managed to survive. Well, the Montana missed. Over and over and over again. That will do it. I can't do this. Not against these planes. Well, we tried. We tried, chat.
Fighter airborne.
These are the shittier fighters too,
Fighter airborne.
which is unfortunate. Recalls. I guess I have to try to kill the Venezia, really, because I'm not gonna be able to kill the Kuryu. Whatever. 25 seconds. I don't think he kills us in that time. You have the new CV. Immelman's a good CV. More than a third of the damage was on the Venezia in the opening salvo? Sure. Such is life, man. Let me change this. We will go back to what we had. For Lexington, which planes do you upgrade first? For the effort put in, you kind of wish you saved more often. Tier 10 CVs don't save. They don't save very often. They have a reduced modifier for the XP that they get, because as a CV you tend to live longer, you tend to do more. So you tend to get less for what you do. So as much as I like going against this guy, it's like, it would be really nice if this dude wasn't in queue and we could just finish. And if we weren't dealing with him, then here, I think we'll just do this. I suppose we'll queue dodge him. He'll do his thing, I'll do my thing. We can both rank the fuck out and be done with this. I don't know how much longer the rank queue is open, so it would be nice if we could actually just blitz through this shit.
Battle starts.
The bombs on the Lexington are more impactful. Bombs, rockets, torps. Yeah, he's an exceptional player. Give him another compliment. Because he's good. Petro Zhao. Zhao's the only thing we can really strike for good damage other than the Hawk. Frankly, we might just end up doing. We're clear. Sucks to be surprised motherfuckered, but you know, is what it is. Torps the Venezia.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
He abandoned because we're down here.
Concentrate fire on the
I don't
enemy
know if he
warship.
has. I don't think he has enough range for that. Wouldn't that be cool though? He coasts out of his fighter soon. What was the enemy? Colombo? This. Harasses the Moskva, but he only has one way in.
Fighter airborne. Fighter destroyed.
Is the flood stick? No.
That's how it's done.
Image con 11, 16, 13. Good. Play.
Thank you.
Moine might clock the fuck out of this.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Yeah, come on, dude. Do the thing. Yeah. Hunter's getting probably beat to shit, which sucks.
Our team is taking the lead.
I owe you one.
I mean, if this is what it is, it's what it is, right? Drops. So that he can recall and try to save his ship from this. First I'm gonna eat fucking flak because I'm amazing. 'Cause that's what amazing CV players do.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly.
That forces him back. Can work on the Colombo Zhao. Zhao should be hurt. AP's good. AP knows what the fuck's up. Probably have to torp this, to be fair. Thunder is still okay. One. Why are you shooting AP at the Zhao?
Problem solved, sir.
Jesus. Cool. Derp. Oh, CV gets pressured. They probably go for the kill. Is there any way we can block this? This is too much to deal with. Or is it? Maybe not. No. Blind shot. Big hit. Jesus fuck you guys. Can you please kill planes? Just a little. Just some. Flooded and capped. Might scare him. Or that works too, for whatever reason. Single plane. 2 planes, nice. Christopher Dude is dead. Bombs for the Zao.
Our victory
Push
is in
back.
sight.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
You're leaving the cap, bro. Ooh, Hargumo kills the Shima. Sexy. This guy will get gunned down. There's too many people otherwise. Hargumo is dead. That's a hit. A little black puff. Decently healthy. This dude is just obnoxious with torpedoes, though. Comes in to bomb the... No, not the Des Moines.
Fighter airborne.
Moskva? Okay. Moskva gets the Shima.
Our victory is in sight.
I think we've got this one. Yeah, somebody had mentioned, you know, I wish the planes on the carriers made more sense or something. They should be nautical planes and whatever. It's a game. They look pretty. They probably picked planes by recognizability or something as opposed to functionality. 17 seconds goes for the Des Moines. So he wants to waste our time, we'll waste his time. If that fucks him up, then okay. That's what we gotta do, then that's what we gotta do. Is he at 2 there? Oh. Open water whiff. How many planes? 1 plane? Does he lose 2? Loses both. Good shit. Minute 10.
Fighter returning
He'll
to
just drop a fighter. Which is what he does. But we drop a fighter too. That latches.
fighter airborne.
He recalls. He's gonna leave his fighter. 30 seconds. We might get a shot. We tried, chat. He goes dark and lives. So in all seriousness, how much more time is this? Ranked battles will be available for 6 hours. Okay, well I guess they'll be up for a while. You want to queue? He queued. Alright. Give him a little bit. So he can do him stuff. We'll do us stuff. It'll be fine. Man, I'm hungry. Been what? Almost an 8-hour stream? Jesus. This dude, serious run for the money. Much oof. CV dude like me. Not a shock. For a second I thought that was kills, like 8 kills average per battle. Like Jesus. But no. Experience, yeah, that looks right. Much oof. Most ever damage, 311. This dude knows this ship. 733 battles in the Hakuryu alone. That's more than I have in the Midway, well, in randoms. Not a joke. Any advice for a new Ranger player? So, I have a YouTube. If you type in US CV, you get a regrind stream. So I'll link you the first 2. Because this will cover the Langley, but also the Ranger. I don't remember where the Ranger's going to kick in, so that's why I'm linking the 2. So if you just want to kind of like zone out and watch a whole bunch of Ranger play, that's definitely going to be it. In general, tier 6 CVs are... they're not made to rip everything to shreds. They're made to be more advanced than tier 4s. You move a little faster, you hit a little harder, but you're still limited in what you can do. So most likely with the Ranger, you're probably trying to make, probably trying to get hits with your torps, probably trying to get hits with your rockets and stuff. Cool. So he dropped. Trying to get hit with, you know, just trying to get hits, trying to feel out how to play. You're not going to be dealing like bam, half the health of a ship. You're going to be chiseling things down. You're going to be helping and working on stuff. If you set a fire with the bombs, don't be afraid to kind of linger for a bit and try to go back in and set another fire with the bombs. It's not really a ton. Mostly I think it's just about seeing, you know, how it's played. I might have some Ranger match of the days on there. I don't know. Maybe. I can say that one of the gimmicks for the US line is that you have good penetration. Your rockets have good pen, your bombs have good pen for the tier. And also that your rocket planes are very fast compared to the other nations, so they're excellent for scouting. Not super maneuverable, but they're excellent for scouting. And your torps are really slow to aim. They're generally for battleships. You can hit cruisers if they're gonna, you know, not maneuver a lot. Your bomb reticle is designed for battleships, so ideally you want to strike battleships, but you can bomb cruisers and destroyers. If you get a hit on a destroyer, it usually feels like a good hit, or like, feels like an oof, but it's not gonna just bam, blow the DD to hell. But while your rocket planes are super fast, which is good for quick responses and scouting, your strike planes are very slow. Your torpedoes and bombs are very slow. We get Triarch? We do not. Audacious. And I would walk 500 miles and da dum bum bo bo bo.
Action stations.
We can really rip the shit out of an Audacious with AP rockets. Stalingrad as well. Not that I'm like overly excited to do that, but willing to see what hijinks I can get up to. $15. Chiseled a bit. He'll turn out and go away. This is a little sus.
Get back!
That's kind of really sus, dude. You're very easy to detect.
Fighter airborne.
So we have interceptors, so he's not going to be able to bait the planes off. So that does at least ward that off of the Marceau, which is cool. We could probably torp into the Stalingrad. Holland's gonna rip up some stuff. Speaking of Hollands. Get the fuck out of here. Could strike the Audacious again. But I would rather go for the Stalin if I can. Holy shit! Get out. Suppose we could take the free shot. Since fuck it, we're being all aggressive and stuff, right? Might get something, I don't know. Curing Holland. Who did we lose? We lost to Z52? Probably to Torps, I guess. Hopefully this dude doesn't get clocked broadside. That would be not good. Holland's moving up, that is a problem. Audacious Torp's probably going for the Hindi. I would assume it's going for the Hindi. It's not. Well, maybe it is. No, it's going for the GK.
Fighter airborne.
Could rocket the Petra, it's not going to get me very much. I'm curious where this guy is. So with the Montana there, it's also kind of a bitch. Carrying pushes, don't know where the Holland is. Kind of seeing what I can see. Dude's down there. Yeah, so we don't get anything that. It's fine. Carpet bombers for what? Heal in 20 seconds. Could try to rocket the Stalin, I guess. Just don't know where the fuck the Holland is. Moskva's not winning the trade at the moment. Found the Holland. Holland murder faces some planes, but I'll try to launch it like maximum range, maybe? Yeah, something like that. Montana's whatever. This isn't gonna do much. Yeah, it did 6 and some fire or whatever. Did not matter. Shimikaze continuing to get hurt. Montana's super wide or whatever. Stalin's a thing. They're kind of holding that at the moment, which is sort of cool. $7K? We're almost there. We can strike into the Montana. Love you too. Still don't know where this Holland is trolling around. That latches, which is good. Some Daka in there. Maybe. Island lifts the reticle. Holland v. Holland. Whatever. This guy goes down eventually. Work on the Montana. Eventually.
Concentrate fire on the
There we
enemy
go.
warship.
Maybe? Please? Thank you.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Yeah, that's what I was angling to.
Problem solved, sir.
Audacious Torps onto the Kerr first. Hindi. Come on. Please. I'll give them some cover. Torps for the Petro.
Fighter airborne.
Not really interested in getting dunked by DDs, but I mean, that's life, right? That's life. That's life. 8-hour stream? Yeah, it's been a while, dude. Hey, Ichimo. It's the Gearing. Nice to know. How you doing? Probably end up seeing the Holland. Because usually whenever we strike the Petro, we end up seeing the Holland. Sorry, the Stalingrad it was? There's the Holland. How you doing? Oh, we can strike the Audacious again. That's cool. Shima Torps. Sadly, Happy Mr. Dude Man is dead. Bro, just hydro and fucking murder them. Like, just go forward and make them dead. Shimikaze? Why am I seeing this guy and then not seeing him? Like, I want to help, but I can't help if I can't see him. That's how this works. Go for that. Ten's not bad on a Petro. Marceau can murder this shit. Murder this shit. But, I mean, he's gonna take a lot of damage in the meantime. But there's the Handy. Hindenburg joke. Hindenburg shot's no joke. One of those torps. That might be a kill.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Nope, it was close. Marceau is dead,
Fighter returning to ship.
which is very sad. Pulls forward. Miss. We were 12 kilometers away, and like...
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Thank you for going in the forward direction, Hindi. I appreciate it, sir. This is how we're gonna get things done.
Fighter airborne.
It's actually pretty sexy there. No, fighter's latch and stuff. He's not gonna get much out of that. Maybe if he goes all the way around, he can strike me. Maybe. Say A is still on, so he gets lit. Come on, Hindi, do the thing. Holland takes Bravo. We're really behind on points. This is actually important. Get the planes out. Revenge! Probably wanted to do that for a while.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes, direct front.
Hindenburg, buddy. Indy, I need you to be a little more aggressive, sir. Need you to be a little more aggressive, sir. You know, this company is looking for some initiative in its employees. There we go.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
That's just why are you what? I guess he doesn't have hydros, so he's just super scared of torps or something, which I mean, I get. It's understandable. We need to have more than just 3 torps. That will help, but we could still lose shit, so we're gonna need Charlie. Hopefully this dude doesn't just sit behind the rock. Holland does open up, which means he gets reset by the Petro. Son of a bitch. Would have been nice if he didn't do that, because he might actually die to the rocket planes or the follow-up salvo from the Petro. So, oof. Might be able to kill this, though.
Fighter airborne.
Which would be good. Pop the heal, because we're probably going to have to strike him more than once. That should be 3. Good. Takes care of that.
Our victory is in sight.
There.
We've
Capped.
destroyed enemy cruiser.
We actually finished this before his torps hit us, so that's cool. With 3 caps, I think we're pretty okay. A lot of low health stuff, and he's attacking me.
Critical engine damage.
Knocking me is not gonna be the kill. The kill is something that's low health. That's where the points are, man. But I recognize he just doesn't really have a path in, so... Daka Daka.
Fighter airborne.
Yes, I would like you to turn in front of the Moskva. Please.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Problem solved, sir.
How do fighters will live? 10 seconds? We don't get to shoot again. Relatively new around here. What is it about CVs that you enjoy? So, give you just kind of the brief history or whatever. I started playing because I used to play EVE Online, and on EVE Online, there was the group I was in, big group, so I guess Wargaming's like, hey, try our product and we'll give you some money. I don't know. So they pimped the game. I tried the game. Shoot shell, hit ship. Cool. You know, it was calm, which was nice, but it didn't grab me. I downloaded it again, like, I don't know, a month or years later or something, tried it again, and it was calm, which was nice, but it didn't grab me. Played Battleship, sucked. Played Destroyer, meh. Had carriers out, tried it. It was interesting. Derped around with it for a bit. Ended up not, I ended up kind of researching it out of the game, learned about manual drops, tried it. Well, this is interesting. And then like a day or two later, the manual drops were gone. Because they patched it out because people were seal clubbing in lower tiers. Well, you know, I put some time in to learn about this, and then it changed, and, well, whatever. I just, you know, stopped playing the game again. Which is fine. So my friend who is crazy about military stuff, loves planes, said, hey, they changed carriers, you gotta check this out, and he showed it to me. It looked interesting, because I mean, you know, it's active or whatever. I downloaded the game again, and I played it. And, I don't know, I did like it. It's not chucking shells 8 to 15 seconds downrange, you know, it's a fast interaction. Some of the interactions are not as fast. For instance, the torpedoes, you have to lead by a significant margin, you know? That's a thing. You might carry through with the term, but I think that actually latches. But what I found was I liked the tabletop style of gameplay. You know, I thought it was actually pretty cool. So, okay, I played it. And I played it a lot. I played it in co-op, you know, I learned how to shoot, kind of challenged myself to do more and more and more damage and stuff, you know? It was interesting, which was cool. I don't know where the DD is, but I assume it's somewhere around here. Resets. Okay, worked out pretty okay. Try to get resets again. Or Marceau is not using speed boost if he's that slow to the cap. So it was more kind of like the, you know, what do I do in this situation? You know, what is the next move? You know, like Minesweeper, you know? You uncover a mine, and then you move on to the next thing, you uncover the mine. It's like, how do you resolve the puzzle? There's these people over here, there's this happening over here. What do you do? Where do you give your little 10,000 damage gift basket of fun to somehow make things work out, you know, in your team's favor? And it just seemed interesting. So yeah, I'm not in the middle of the combat. I'm not getting, you know, shot and fucked up by this, that, or the other thing or whatever. So it is less personal, but that's okay. Or at least, I think he recalled, it's like, fuck this. It's okay that it was less personal because it never needed to be personal in the first place. And the other thing is, I found that when I'm staring at the map all game, You know, my head isn't in the game. I'm not like thinking that I'm here, you know, defending a section of the water or whatever against blah blah blah. I'm not in the moment. It's such an aerial view that I'm kind of divorced from the game. So again, it's a little bit like a tabletop game, which is neat. So I played it, and then other people didn't like it. You know, they hated carriers. Oh, hey, carriers are awful. Carriers are this, carriers that, carriers bad, carriers blah.
Well done, Commander.
Interesting. Okay, gets nailed. So, okay. So I tried to help people. I tried to teach people. Well, the carrier is limited in this way. You can exploit that. The carrier is limited in this way. You can exploit that. Some people cared. A lot of people didn't. Which was interesting. And for some reason, I happened to like champion lost causes. And you know, CV is not something that people are gonna go crazy about. They're just not going to. Such is life, you know, can't win them all, as it were. But at the same time, I mean, they're still gonna exist whether I play them or not. So I thought it would be kind of cool to, well, I get to show off what I can do. I get to teach people what they can do in various situations. So it's just interesting. Now, because I've played this so much, I've learned surface ships. I've learned how to play other classes and succeed. I have a positive win rate in all the classes, but my next most played is Destroyer because it's very similar in terms of what you're trying to do in the carrier. Like the plays you're trying to make, the things you're trying to have happen. Those are similar. But you're functionally limited to a specific section on the map, which is different.
Stations. Concentrate fire on the target.
It's like, oh, hi. What? Who are you? Why are you here? What the fuck is this? It's cool. Push him out of the cap a little. This is super grouped up. Realistically, I think I want to rocket the Hindi again, but I need to give this guy cover. Especially if the Hindi's going to be able to just like farm him. Personally, enjoy them since I used to play a lot of flight sims back in the day, so you play CVs when I do them from a completely different angle than you do. Now, I did play, oh, that's scary. This guy's going to eat a lot of torpedoes and die. So I did play X-Wing way back in the day. And then eventually I played TIE Fighter as well. So it's not that it's not that I don't have a connection to like aircraft, but this is not flying. I'm not going up and down and flying and barrel rolling and all that shit. Like this is a game piece on a tabletop board that moves really fast. Like in my head, the friend or whatever that told me about this, you know, he showed me Axis and Allies. And Axis and Allies, you can have fighters as well, or planes rather. They move 3 spaces. No. They move, I think it's either 4 or 5 spaces, I don't recall which. I think we get another citadel there. Cool. They move 4 or 5 spaces, and they have to originate in an owned territory. They go and they threaten something, and then they go back to an owned territory. Basically to refuel. You go back to a friendly air